Hey, everybody. Welcome to Radio Free America with Dr. Barbara Schneider. We're doing an update show today. It's been a while since we've been on the air, and due to Dr. Barbara's health. And so I wanted to let everybody know how she was doing, maybe talk about some things or what have you. We love our barber babes. I hope you all know that. You have been everything to us for over 8 years, and Barbara loves you to death. You mean everything to her. Um, some of you know that she's been having some health issues. Hey, Deborah, how you doing? Good morning. Um, Yeah, she's been having some health issues. She was in the hospital for a while and very weak. Then they released her, and that was great. But they had to just recently bring her back into the hospital. Um, they put a stent in her liver, and they were able to uh, catch her before she went septic, which was fantastic. Uh, Going septic is what kind of screwed her the last time. So, but as I spoke to Sean on the phone this past Wednesday, and he said he sees his mom now, and she's marching around the hospital, exercising her legs. She's talking up a storm like he's never seen her before. She's so anxious to get back and start her life up again. She misses doing this show. She misses doing her work with all of her breast cancer patients. She is missing everybody, and you got to imagine she's probably stir crazy now, having been locked up in one bed or another for all this time. But she is doing great. The way Sean told me, it was like um, it was the best he's seen her like ever. So that's fantastic. That's a good news. I'm taking that. And so as far as the show goes, the show is still here. All right, we're still broadcasting every morning on Sundays. Um, I'm hoping actually that Barbara hears the show and we get some contact from her today, or at least from Sean if he tunes in. Uh, yeah, I know. Deborah says, "I picture her climbing the walls." Yeah, she is. You know our Barb very, very, very well. Yeah, she's probably running the place right now. You know that. Um, but while I'm waiting for our babes to tune in, this is live. Okay. So if you want to just say, hey, uh, throw your 2 cents in on any one thing. Um, how happy is everybody about our new America? Huh? I am overjoyed. Watching the news now, it's a treat. It's an absolute treat. And the thing is Trump did it. Trump did it so well that Democrats don't even have a leg to stand on anymore. Why? Because he became completely transparent. There's nothing they can make up if he's doing it all in front of you on camera, you know? And I mean, the whole Zelensky thing, and they were like, "Oh, look at him, what he did to this patriot of his country," and all of that. Zelensky was a tyrant. Okay, he's a tyrant and a dictator. All right, he doesn't want to give up his office. He wants to be dictator for life, and he did not want to stop that war. That was the big thing. He wanted retribution, and he wanted America to pay for it. And when Donald Trump said he was sounding ungrateful, it's not the only president that's told Zelensky that he sounds ungrateful. Joe Biden also said on the phone to him that he doesn't sound very grateful. And Joe Biden sent him a ton of money, a ton of stuff. And the guy just has a handout. That's it. He don't give a crap so long as you're going to perpetuate whatever it is he thinks he needs to make his people happy, right? And you would think a cease to the destruction of his land and his peoples would be enough. But now we got ceasefires. But you know what? You know what? Coming back from that Trump meeting several weeks ago, you got to think what Putin saw, and because now Putin is like being a little sketchy about when or what or how long he's going to deal with these ceasefires, and I gotta say, if I was Putin and I'm looking at what Zelensky's saying and how he's acting and what his motives are, yeah, I'd be a little, sketchy too. I'd like to welcome Canada as our 51st state. I know a lot of people like kicking up shit about that, including Canada. Um, but the fact of the matter is, we don't need you, Canada. We love you. Don't get that wrong. We're not being douchebags about this. Okay. We love you. All right. And you want us to protect you free of charge. Well, that doesn't happen in the real world. It just doesn't. And what Trump is doing right now is telling everybody to pay their fair share. He's certainly not the first president to act upon this, but he definitely is the president that is making it really happen. These countries need to pay their fair share and then they get our protection. All right? Because it's too much money we're pissing out to all of these people. And for what? Right? So we got let me see. We got Sean. He says, "Good morning, everyone." Good morning, Sean. How you doing? Um, and then Karen says, "Prayers continue for continued healing. Miss you so much." Thank you, Karen. She's gonna love hearing that. And Sean, of course, replied to her saying, she's fighting hard. She wants to get back to work and back on the show. Yes, she does. It's so great to hear, Sean, you know, because we know that Dr. Schneider, the one thing Dr. Schneider can do better than anyone is fight. She is the strongest, most stand-up woman I've ever met in my life. And I'm sure many of you agree. She is irreplaceable to everyone who knows her and loves her. And we do love you, Barb. I hope you know that. I've missed you like crazy. One of the most fun things I get to do is come in on a Saturday, hang out with my friend, and do a show about the politics we both are passionate about, and spreading that news to our barber babes who we love with all our hearts. Let's put that up there. We love our barber babes. And let me see what else we got here. Sean says she hates being a patient and not being in control. Of course. Well, that's why I said earlier, she's probably running the place by now, Sean, you know? Um, see, Janice says, always in my thoughts and prayers, stay strong. That's beautiful. That's really beautiful. Let me see. Since we've been down, we've, yeah, since we've been, down, a lot of things have happened in our world. We have a Gulf of America now. Can you imagine such a thing? Did you ever think you would live to see something like that? The Gulf of America, and it happened like that. That's it. It's on Google Earth. That's what it's called now. The Gulf of America. And we've got eyes on was it New Zealand? Was it New Zealand? You guys let me know if I'm saying anything wrong, Barb is usually the one that pays close attention to all these details, and I play the role of the audience, just like you do, uh, hearing it for the very first time. Um, but yeah, New Zealand, because it's a strategic point for our military. That's China and Russia can go right through there and hit us. So we need New Zealand. It's important, and again, it's another country that we protect and expect us to protect them. Um, be the 52nd state. Why not? Let's show the world that we can just be one people. I like the idea about that. How about you? That we're all one people and there's no more wars because who do you fight against when we're one people? There's no land disputes or anything like that because it's you keep the land you've always had, and we're safe from any two-bit despot that wants to shake things up some. Uh, yeah, it's brilliant. So, for those of you who are just tuning in, Barbara is doing well. She's in fighting style, marching around the hospital. We're still waiting on a release date. It was tenuous to be this Thursday, but I guess they kept her in a little longer, which is probably driving her up the wall. When you're looking forward to that release date, and then they say it's another day, you it gets to be a bit much. But but I've missed you all. I've missed being able to do this with you. Uh, just to We all need a venting platform, and this is it for us. We all gather together on Saturday mornings, and we gripe, and then we can go out and feel happy because now everything we griped about, it's all fixing itself with this magic president we've got. And honestly, who doesn't think he's the best president America's seen in decades and decades, right? The guy he's so transparent. It's crazy, And now, look, we just found out that Kennedy was killed by the CIA. I mean, we all thought there was something shady about that, and it turns out to be true. So our own government can take out a president. Isn't that strange? Huh? Isn't that terrifying? Um, and I just found out this fact of all of President Trump's rallies that he had, and he had a lot. He had a lot of rallies. The only one that was covered by CNN was the one where he got shot. Doesn't that seem a bit suspicious? Just a little bit? I mean, we know that CNN is bought and paid for. So for them to all of a sudden decide to report on this one rally that just so happens to be the one where he gets shot in the ear, I don't know. More investigations are going to be needed for that because that's bullshit. That really is. Let me see. Karen. Hey, Karen. We miss you all so, Jen. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. This has probably been hard on us as it is on you. You don't have no idea. I have been so worried about my friend. Um, I missed her. You do this for so many years with somebody, and we kind of vent our souls on this platform, and we don't care what the opposing sides think about what we say, or this is a platform where we're able to express ourselves freely. This was the platform that celebrated freedom of speech when others were suppressing it. Um, and now we live in a world where, oh, I know. Sean just said, Jeremy, I miss my mom. Yeah, so do I, buddy. She'll be coming back to us soon. You know it. I know it. She's the really, I mean, forget women. She's the strongest person I know. I mean, nobody can fight the good fight like Barbara Schneider. And she's showing it now. And she's marching around that hospital, exercise, getting ready. She's kind of, it's like, I mean, you got to imagine in your mind like a Rocky montage, you know. And she's working out, getting all ready for coming back to the show with us, and you know, and then yelling at this nurse and that nurse while Eye of the Tiger is playing in the background. Yeah, imagine that of our friend, because she's fighting hard to get back to us, and that's the cool thing. Um, so yeah, I mean Kennedy, and we find out that like Jack Ruby had lunch or a breakfast with Lee Harvey Oswald the week before. Like so much stuff was coming out about it, and the truth. No wonder they hid it. But isn't it criminal to have hid it so much? And Biden was supposed to release all this stuff, but what did he do? He suppressed it further. Trump said, no, no, this is promised to the American people, and you better not redact anything. Okay. They need to see the truth of it. I don't know about you, but I'm starting to feel like a sovereign citizen again, where I got rights. Okay. I got a president who's fighting for me and you. All right. I got this great feeling in my heart every morning. I wake up and I go and look at the news and see what the man's doing today, the changes he's making for the better. Um, and then you watch all these videos about these Democrats. Half of them are losing their mind on YouTube. Like they scream, they yell, they talk nonsense. Did we do that? I mean, we spoke nicely about it, but we didn't lose our freaking minds. And is it really losing your mind when you have to set up the camera first? Okay, and you know, and then press record, and then scream and lose your mind. It's phony as all get out, but that's what they've always been like. Is they're phony. It's just before they had a lot of bullshit they could throw at you to try to make you look over here when all of their you know, shady bullshit was happening over there, you know. Now we're free. This is the land of the free again, and the home of the brave. Okay, this is where we can feel good about ourselves after 4 years of feeling like shit. Okay, this is when we get to feel victorious, and I hope everybody does. I hope everybody feels that way. If you guys are watching, throw in a little comment or something. So because Barb reads all these things, I hope you know, and it keeps her going. If you oh, did I tell you guys I met Liz, our girl Liz? Yeah, I may have, but I'm going to say it again. Oh wait, first off, we got Deborah. She says, "I want to know when he sleeps. He makes my head spin. I can't keep up." Yeah, like Trump is on it all the time, and comparing his first few months with Biden's first year, we have seen our president speak more, like hours more, than Biden ever did. Biden hid. All right. He was cognitively what is it? Cognitively declined. Yeah. And now we have a Trump who can speak, or a president who can speak. Trump and president are synonymous to me, you know, because he is my president, and that's that. Okay. All the bullshit we got, all the people who got persecuted because they wore a "Make America Great Again" hat, okay, or a T-shirt, or you had a sign on your lawn, and the Democrats would steal them. It happened to me. Um, Someone stole my Trump sign, and I got it on the Ring doorbell, but they hid their face. It was a woman. If you're gonna do something like that, it's kind of a protest. Show your face. I mean, if you're so proud of you and where you're and your people, show your face. We are. We have a show that we do, showing our face as we're protesting against the other side. Don't be so cowardly. This is a message to the other side. Okay, don't be so cowardly, and don't be so intolerant. See, now you don't have anything to really spit at him. All right. So now's the time for you to take a step back and think about all the crap that you got spewed at you because you were all told the wrong stuff. Okay. You were just reading headlines that the left were putting up, or you were listening to the same rhetoric that was repeated again and again and again every morning when we issued the left's special words or phrases of the day, and everybody repeated them. You were being groomed to believe all of this stuff. Now it's time to take a step back and look around. Okay, because where's Kamala? Where's Joe Biden? The only one that's really speaking is that Waltz guy, but nobody's really listening. So where are they now? They're not standing by you, that's for sure. They were only ever standing by themselves. So, we got Barbara James. She says, replying to Sean, thanks for commenting. Check out my friend herbalist Amo Hude. You're gonna have to write that out phonetically for me, but I get you. Knows a lot about natural medicine. He has cured many people with his products. He may be able to help you too. Why not give it a try? Why not give it a try, Barbara? Why not? And she replies to Karen, thanks for commenting. Check out my she's pushing this Amabahudi. Amabahudi? Is that it? Amabahudi? Tell me it's Amabahudi. We all need a little Amabahudi in our lives. Can't wait for her to come back. Miss her. Yeah, Donna. Yeah, I do too. So now the left has been attacking us viciously for 4 years. They always have anyway. You see all these protests, or you see all these Karens. The left created Karens. Do you know that? You're not going to find many right people who are Karens. They're all the left, losing their minds, heavily entitled, thinking that everything should be the way they proclaim, and they will scream till the crack of doom to prove it. These people are mental, and these are the people that should be in asylums, as far as I'm concerned. And I've said it before on the show. I think we got rid of these mental institutes and asylums too easily, too quickly, because all it did was release all the crazies out into the world. And then you wonder where all of it came from. The transgender people who are screaming about being, included or accepted. How about just be quiet? Like, how much, how much you're accepted if you just shut the fuck up, right? You generate your own enemy if you're looking for one, and you've got no end game. See, gays and lesbians, they fought their fight. All right, they've marched their marches. I've marched for them, and I've always said that the transgenders ruin gay people, and it's true. When it's all about rainbow hair, or scruffy men with beards, yet they got lipstick on, you got to wonder about those guys. I swear to God, and keep them far, far, far away from your children. Um, oh yeah, Deborah, that's spam, is it? Yeah, is that what the James thing is? Looks like spam to me, Janice. Yeah, thanks, Janice. Um, well, you get that sometimes, We've had our few trolls in the past, and you guys took care of them swiftly. Now that's always been awesome. Um, you've always gotten our backs, and we've always got yours. Always. That's it. I was saying I met our girl, Liz. I met her at Dr. Jasper's office. I heard my name called out. I turned around, and there she is sitting in the exam room. And she's swearing up and down that she knew she was going to bump into me one day. She just knew it. I walked in and she says, "I'm Liz." And I'm like, "Wait, you mean our girl Liz?" She's like, "Yes." And I was like, "Oh my God." She's got her hand down. I'm like, "No, no, no, no. You give me a hug, And I gave her a big squeeze. And Liz is the most lovely woman you're ever going to meet. Like, she is so nice and pleasant. And it's just an absolute joy when I get to meet one of our barber babes. And Liz has been one of our oldest, or longest, viewer that we've had. And she always gives us the good stuff, like information or what have you. I don't even know where she looks for all this information, but she always kills it. Always does. Just like so many of our barber babes do, except the spammers. Omadaba Doobie. What was the guy's name? Oh, Omadaba Doobie. That's what I'm going to call him. Omadaba Doobie. And so I just wanted to do a real quick show just to give something out there for everybody that's been waiting for us, and you need an update every once in a while about our girl and where she's at. But from the sound of it, okay, once they release her, I think maybe there'll be like another week of her getting back on her feet before she starts. As soon as she gets home, I have every notion that um, she will be eager and quickly moving towards getting that life back together, and seeing her patients and doing this show with us. So that'll be great. In the meantime, I want to thank everyone for your patience, your prayers, um, your kindness. It's important. It's important. And I always push kindness. Be kind to each other. Be kind. And if you don't like what people say, and this goes to the left and stuff, you don't like what people say, um, bite your tongue, right? You don't have to tear somebody apart. That's called resilience. Okay. You can let people believe what they want to believe, and it doesn't have to affect you on a personal level. I have Democratic friends that I adore. Well, I have one Democratic friend that I absolutely adore, and her name's Deborah, and I love her. I always tell her she's my favorite Democrat. Uh, thanks, Deborah. She different Deborah. She says, "Thank you, Jeremy." Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. And for those of you who didn't get a chance to be here live, I'm talking to you guys as well. We love you, and continue being patient with us. Dr. Barb is fighting like crazy to get back to us, and that's a good feeling, you know? So, for more information about Dr. Barbara Schneider and all these things we talk about, uh, go to goseebarb.com. And last one here on our chat, it says, this is from Julie. She says, my mom always says, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. You know what? I think everybody's mom said that. And only the wiser of us actually follow it. You know, you have to have some acceptance, some tolerance in your heart. You know, we had it once upon a time ago, you know, where we could just have picnics together and politics would come up, but nobody got bloodthirsty about it, you know? We can we can still be friendly. And I will say this very seriously, and I know I'm dragging this on, but the media has created that in our, you know, when you're force fed, it's like in school when you learn stuff, you learn stuff, you learn stuff. Oh, that's going to stick with me for the rest of my life. Well, that's what the media does, and that's why they repeated those words daily, and they had their top phrases because they were conditioning you into believing the horse shit that they wanted you to believe. And were you victimized? I do believe that. I wonder how clear-minded you would be if you didn't have all of that stuff, and you could take a step back and see things with a better perspective or an open perspective. Now that we have Donald Trump in the office and he is saying these incredible things, he's doing these incredible things, and he's completely transparent about it. So the opposing side can't say shit about what he's doing. Um, our America is in a good place now, and so are we. So, without any further ado, again, go see barb.com. Barbara, we love you. We can't wait to see you again. I can't wait. I miss my friend. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Tracy. Hi, Jeremy. Nice to see you. Nice to hear from you, Tracy. We love you. And so you guys take care. All right. Like I said, be tolerant, be brave, and be kind.